And just like that, the final episode of the recording session has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I am your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games, I suck at commentary. And when we last left off, we were, what were we doing, ladies and gentlemen? We were investigating, so let's go ahead and examine this shiny little vent here. Hey, I see something shiny down there! Let's take this cover off then. A bullet? What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean! It's really small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 or 3 millimeters in diameter. Let's see. That would make the caliber 10? Caliber refers to the diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yes, but I've never heard of a 10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular sized gun, it would just fall right out. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun. I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left of the south door side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the court card we need. Bullet add to the court record. Discovered in a gutter that runs along the south wall to the boarding lounge. It was fired from a 10 caliber handgun. Okay, that's it. Probably. Let's go and back out. Oh, there's a security camera. Did we investigate that yet? Nope, examine. This must be the security camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape. Oh, let's commemorate this occasion with a love and peace! If you're done now, shall we move on? Yeah, okay, but just one more for the road. Peace! Very mature. Oops. Examine. So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Well, let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy. People usually say West, East, and South in a case like this, you know. Details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door at the rocket icon leads to the Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. So that's where we were with the detective. It was full of smoke after the explosion. Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room. Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. Do they really now? So, it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center, if you will. Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while? But it seems like they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hat 2 mission, so this control room was empty at the time. I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room, and since we're here... I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. They want to keep Kira's kids like you out. So the door's protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Control room door lock added to the court record. The door locked to the east. It can only be operated by the director. Backup power lets it function even when the power goes out. Okay, what about the last door? This lower door, oh, excuse me, I mean south door? It leads to the elevators. This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right? Yep, and of course there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks. Understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. Okay, okie dokie then. Now we have our sleeping pod things here. These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena, it's oxygen. Leave it to Athena to do something like that. Okie dokie then. Last but not least. So this is where they discovered clay. Oops. I guess we might as well save, huh? Over slot 2. Yes, please. Alright. So this is where they discovered clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. So he was stretched out like this. And... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's something that Prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples. Oh, right. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we solved the case, okay? Isn't that everything? I have to be missing something, it seems. Because I thought that was everything. Examine. Like, we saw the bullet and everything. Examine. Like, we already saw all that. Back. We already looked at that. Here we are. Oh, a mirror! How thoughtful then to put one here. Wait a minute. Thoughtful? So the ladies can fix their makeup! A mirror, huh? Okay. One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're gonna run into some other life form after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Now that has to be everything. Like, there's no way I'm getting something. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here. Just push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. Still, let's see if we can't find anything new with the image off. I don't see how it's gonna do anything exactly, but nothing special here. I didn't mean to do that. Examine. With a holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Blackwell in court. But at least it's got my brain revved up. I come with my best idea at the time. I come up with my best ideas at times like these. Okay then. Like, what is that going to do for us? Like, we already examined all this. What the heck am I missing here? Let's look at the mirror. Nope, the mirror doesn't change. Okay. That's all I can think of. Let's go in and talk. What to do. Athena Cykes is fine! Huh? What was that all about? I thought I'd better get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. For starters, I thought I'd imitate him. So you're doing a voice workout, huh? Yep. You have to push your voice up from the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement. You're really serious about this. Objection! You are lying! The true culprit is the judge! What? Then who's going to hand down the verdict? Oh, I didn't think of that. Any ideas? So what do you think we should do next? Oh, that's right! What is it, Athena? I just remembered I forgot to go running today. I was so taken up with what happened to Apollo, it slipped my mind. That wasn't what I was asking. Oh, that was about as useless as a bag of nails. Alright, let's see what we got here. That's not a figure of speech, by the way. Oh, there's a bullet thing here. Examine. Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this! It looks like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Whoever fired the shot must have been using a pretty large gun. You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this is fired from a regular pistol. Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun here, right? Apparently. This is an important fact. Do you see a bullet anywhere? No, the police might have taken it, though. Bullet hole added to the court record. A single bullet hole was found in the boarding lounge. The bullet itself is missing. We already found the bullet, though. Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later. Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome. Yikes! What in the world? My name is Ponco. P-O-N-C-O. Ponco. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. It's a robot? I am not a robot. I am Ponco. Ecological observation. Navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O. Ponco. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponco, I've missed you! Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena? Oh, she showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponco. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy. Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Huh? Ouch, that hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponco. Certainly. Commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it. Phoenix. Naruhodo-kun. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but in the Japanese version, you know how, like, Phoenix, how, like, Maya always calls, Phoenix Nick, right? In the Japanese version, she calls him Naruhodo-kun. Naruhodo-kun. So, like, cause, like, Naruhodo, is his, like, family name, right? That's his family name. Adding kun to it is kind of funny. It's kind of weird, because, like, Maya's younger than him, but she's calling him Naruhodo-kun. So, like, it's, like, that's what it is, if you will. Phoenix, please, let me get a good look at your face. Oh, sure. You know what? I just realized. I just gave her the streaming charm voice, didn't I? I gave her the streaming charm voice. Oh, sure. Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. Huh? This robot is pretty cute. You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you right this way. Oh, goody! Let's go, boss! Go where? December 19th, here's the Space Center Space Museum. Oh, wow! What is this place? Is that rocket real? Welcome! The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the HAT-1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. Space Center pamphlet updating the court record. Includes a diagram of the boarding lounge and a cross-section view of the Space Center. Ask me anything! I will explain! Why don't we save? Why don't we save? So then after that, what we do is we go ahead and present some evidence. So, first and foremost, are you aware that I'm a lawyer? I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. Oh, okay. No problem. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't helpful. I'll try to do better in the future. Please don't hate me. A poor thing. Now I feel bad for asking. I swear it was not giving her the streaming channel voice. That was not intentional at all. It just sort of is that. This facility is your cause's greatest achievement. Oh, I didn't realize it was the personal achievement of just the one man. Your tip Cosmos taught me to say it like that. It's actually a facility for space development, but don't tell anyone I said that. How could Director Cosmos teach such a pure and innocent robot to lie for him? Utility knife. Anywho, leave that holes in. So anyway, random topic. So actually last night at the time of recording this, so this will be almost a week, pretty much a week, yeah, a week ago when this goes live, I saw blue is the warmest color for the first time, because like I saw a review by Chris Stuckman back in late 2013, and like I thought it was interesting, but I never really took the time to watch it. I thought it seemed interesting, I'd never really took the time to watch it, but then it came up, like, I mentioned it on the I mentioned it as, like, a joke, because, like, I say that sometimes, like, I've done it in my videos, too, like, I'll see the color blue, and I'll be like, oh, blue is the warmest color, and then someone was like, oh, you've seen that movie? And I was like, oh, no, I haven't, but, like, it kind of caught me off guard, because it's kind of like, to me, it's kind of like one of those, like, indie hipster movies, right? Like, I just don't expect people to know it, but somebody did, so I was like, you know what? I might as well watch it, and so I did, because it was on Netflix. Interesting movie. My first, by the way, it's a very mature movie. It's rated NC-17, by the way. So, you know, for those of you, it's rated NC, so for those of you who, are underage, don't watch it. Although it's honestly not that bad. Like, I think people over-exaggerated it a bit, because, like, there's a reason it's rated NC-17. I understand why I got an NC-17 rating, but it's not, like, you know, bad. I could handle it. I didn't think it was too bad. The Hat one, really good movie. Thought it was a bit long. There was probably, they probably could have cut out about 30 minutes of that, because there were certain scenes that kind of dragged on a bit, because apparently they had like 800 hours worth of like footage, like 800, like they recorded 800 hours worth of footage for the movie, and they cut it down to 2 hours and 59 minutes. Which, you know, a movie being 2 hours and 59 minutes doesn't really bother me, but it kind of bothered me a little bit, not necessarily because of the length, but because of, like, the length of certain scenes that felt like, you know, you could tell, like, oh, wow, 800 hours, this scene kind of dragged on, they could have cut it a bit, I don't know. It's a decent movie. I didn't quite enjoy it as much as other people did, like, I'd probably give it, like, a B, like, on an A to F scale. I don't know, just one of those things. Anyway, this is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up. This is a replica of the Hat one that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hat one, inside and out. So, in theory, what that means is that we could actually launch this rocket. Like, Like, if it's exactly like the real one. Unless, right? Like, obviously it doesn't have any fuel in it, right? So... His little brother, the Hat was supposed to launch the other day. I wonder if Ponco knows why the launch was cancelled. Over there's an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I like to come here again on a day off. So basically any other day, because like you only do like 4 cases a year for some reason. Hey, what's this a photo of? Okay, so let's see. We see Yuri Cosmos. We see Solomon Starbuck when he's younger, and we see our friend here, whose name I forgot. What was his name? It was Clay Taryn. That's what it was.
Felix, that's the staff for the Hat Winter Project.
Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. Like, he looks like a completely different person. Like a completely different person. Oh, actually, in this picture, he doesn't look like a completely different person. But the Solomon Starbuck in the movie, and the Solomon Starbuck that we see in real life, they do not look like the same person to me. Like, they don't. Like, is this like some like weird thing where they're like twins or something? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination. They just don't look this. I don't know. I'm not going to say with 100% certainty that they're two different people, but they're probably two different people. And when I say probably, I mean there's a 20% chance that they're two different people. They're probably the same person. But I'm holding on the thought that they're probably two different people. Oh, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different.
Ah, and that's.
What is it, Athena? Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Wait a minute. Athena. Okay, so 7 years ago, Athena would have been 11 years old, right? Now, the incident that she was talking about when she was a kid, I wonder, how old was she then? Was she like 11? We haven't seen her mother or anything. Could one of these pictures be like of her mother or something? Although they do look, I don't know. They look like they're in their like 30s-ish. So like maybe if they had her at their early 20s, they could have possibly, I don't know. I don't know. Like we don't really know. Like we know that she was studied abroad in Europe, or like in the U.S. version. She studied abroad in, I believe, in the U.S. in the Japanese version. And like there was an event that happened when she was much younger. Was that 7 years ago? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, nothing. I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too, that's all.
Well, it was 7 years ago after all, so the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck
is Clay Taryn, the victim.
I mean, it's kind of odd, because like if Clay's the same age as Apollo, and Apollo and Clay should be about 23 in this game, right? So 7 years ago, he would have been, let's see, 23 minus 7 is 16. He doesn't quite look 16 to me. Like, he looks like he's a bit older than that. Just a little bit. So they were mentor and protege even way back then. And he's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks just like a regular staff member.
No! Clay was a low student, still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets.
Okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. This space museum is great. What fantastic exhibits.
This area used to be a launch pad too. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor.
Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts! Budget cuts! We need more money! Money!
Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot? Seriously?
Well, it was in space to have one. The prof got hope. The whole group collected some samples from the asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And there it is, the home space probe.
I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. We don't have the, okay, anyway. Let's see. Oh yeah, the cast of the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I just show it to her. Launchpad layout.
The way to the Space Center launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you all about it? Would you?
The setup of the launchpad. Go gently on my spiky haired mind.
I wanna know! Venus wants to know too!
Great, now Athena's got a case of punkoitis.
Alright, I will tell you then. The robot is built right inside the launch pad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launch pad over the rails. And brought into position the launch pad site. Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all.
That's interesting, actually. It's very cool. A grand setup that's just an important place like the Space Center. Let me read that again. Okay. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included.
I'm guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh? That it is, but it can also be operated from the new commando center too. Either way, the safety lock of the boarding latch has to be first as the first be disengaged.
I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures.
I would love to see the launch pad being moved. What is the next one scheduled for? Subject data. All future flights have been put on hold.
Because of the bombing and the murder, I'll bet. Which is perfectly understandable. I'm actually curious if Ponco had anything to do with the murder of sorts, right? Because, like, sure, she's sweet and innocent and everything, but, you know, we've seen from her talking to us that, you know, Mr. Cosmos has messed with her brain, or her metaphorical brain a little bit, so I'm kind of wondering.
Oh, when's the last time it was moved? I'll check that out. I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database.
I guess Ponco can only answer certain questions. Actually, that's a random thing. So, you know, I find it to be quite interesting. This is something that I find to be quite interesting. I'm just going to bring this up because we're basically at the end of the episode. But let's go and save. One thing that I find interesting is, so, like, you know, so, like, you know, there's, like, a thing that I've been talking about, like, the whole anime thing, but not anime. One thing that I find interesting is when people write that in the comment section, instead of writing it A-N-I-M-E, they write it O-N-I-M-E because they want to phonetically match the way that I say it, which would work, except for the fact that that would be read as unime, not anime. I don't know, it's just something I just find interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, why write it with an O? Like, I don't understand. Like, people do know that it's not actually supposed to be pronounced anime. That's just how people say it. That's just how people and that's just how it's typically said outside of Japan, I should say. But it's not supposed to be read like that. Like, I've talked about this before. If you want my opinion on this, I talked about this before in an episode of Eternal Sonata nearly 2 years ago. I don't quite understand. Like, people say manga instead of manga. Like, if you say manga, all of a sudden you're uncultured, right? Manga is the preferred thing. But for anime, if you say, you're supposed to say anime, because if you say anime, all of a sudden, whoa, you're a tryhard. I don't quite, like, I feel like they should either both be pronounced anime and manga, or they should both be pronounced anime and manga. I just pretend to pronounce them the Japanese way because I speak Japanese. But it's just like, let's overwrite the select data, save data, yes please, return title, yes please. Plus, to me, like, the word anime, I just don't like the way that sounds. Like, it doesn't, like, whenever I hear it, I, like, okay, I'm not gonna say that I do cringe a little bit, because it just sounds so ugly against my ears for some reason, the word anime. I don't like it. Anywho, Lederhosen. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and end things off here. So, for those of you who have not played this game, who do you think is the murderer so far? Obviously, it's going to be Yuri Cosmos, maybe. I don't know. My money is on the monkey. You might say, who's the monkey? Well, it's monkey see, monkey do. And monkey see, monkey do is monkey me, monkey loo. And monkey loo, monkey lee is like, well, wait, but you know? You understand? You get it? Yeah, I think you guys get it. You guys are smart. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and end things off here. So, If you liked this video or their series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If you thought it was cool, please feel free to subscribe and join Team Strawberry today. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!